Welcome to this video about naming ionic compounds. In this video you will learn how to find the name of an ionic compound when you are given its formula. And the first example we are going to look at is NaCl. Basically in an ionic compound we always have one metal and one non-metal, and to find the name what we need to do is we need to get the periodic table and we need to find the element names for the symbols. So first of all we need to find the element that has the symbol Na. The element with the symbol Na is sodium. So sodium is the first part of the name of this compound. Then we need to look up the element that has the symbol Cl. The element with the symbol Cl is chlorine, but that name is changed slightly and we are changing it to chloride. So the name of this compound is sodium chloride. The next example we're going to look at is MgF2. Again, we first need to find the name of the element with the symbol Mg, which is magnesium, and then we need to find the element with the symbol F, which is fluorine, but again this name is going to be changed and we get fluoride, so we get the compound magnesium fluoride. Going to look at two more examples, but first we're going to just look at how many atoms of each element do we have in these compounds. For sodium chloride NaCl there are no numbers noted down at all in lowercase, and if there are no numbers that basically means that we have one atom of sodium and one atom of chlorine. For magnesium fluoride you may have noticed that there's a lowercase 2 next to the fluorine, and that means that we have two atoms of fluorine here. There's still no number next to the Mg for magnesium, so we have one magnesium but two fluorine. Our next examples are Li3N and SnO2. Again we need to pick up the periodic table and we need to find the element that has the symbol Li. The element with the symbol Li is lithium, and next we need to find the element with the symbol N. That is nitrogen, but again we're going to change the second part of the name slightly, and this is nitride. So this compound is lithium nitride. For SnO2 we have to find the element with the symbol Sn, which is tin, and then we have to find the element with the symbol O. The element with the symbol O is oxygen, but again the name is changed and we get tin oxide as the name for this compound. Now it is your turn. There are two examples here. Pick up a piece of paper and have a go if you can find out the name for these two compounds. Use your periodic table, pause the video and try to find their names. Again we have to look on the periodic table to find the names for the symbols, and the element with the symbol Be is beryllium and Br is bromine, so we get beryllium bromide. The element with the symbol Ca is calcium, and the element with the symbol S is sulfur, but again this name is changed this part and we get calcium sulfide. Now we're going to look at ionic compounds with three elements. All of the compounds we looked at so far only had two elements. So we're going to start with BaSO4. We start like we did before. We take the periodic table and we find the element with the symbol Ba, which is barium. Next we need to find the element with the symbol S. that is sulfur, and there's oxygen attached to the sulfur here, which means we call it sulfate. We add the ending ate if there's oxygen attached. So barium sulfate is the name of this compound because we have sulfur and oxygen together. Then the next example is Na2CO3. The element with the symbol Na is sodium, and the element with the symbol C is carbon, but again we have to change it slightly because we have oxygen attached here. We get carbonate. So the name of this compound is sodium carbonate. Going to look at two more examples. So the next example is Cu, and then we have in brackets NO3 and 2. When you find the name for ionic compounds, you can completely ignore those brackets. They don't have any implication for finding the name. So again, we're going to look on the periodic table for an element with the symbol Cu, that is copper. Then we're going to look for an element with the symbol N, which is nitrogen, and because we have oxygen attached here, this is going to be changed to nitrate. So we have copper nitrate. Then in the next example, we have K3PO4. Now the element with the symbol K is potassium. Then we need to look for the element with the symbol P, which is phosphorus. Again, there's oxygen attached here, so we have to add the ending ate, so we get potassium phosphate. Now have a go yourself. Pick up a piece of paper again and a periodic table and try to find the names for these two compounds. Pause the video and have a go yourself. The element with the symbol Ag is silver. The element with the symbol C is carbon, and we have to add the ending ate because there's oxygen attached, so it is silver carbonate. Next we have MgNO3 too. The element with the symbol Mg is magnesium. The element with the symbol N is nitrogen, and because there's oxygen attached, we get nitrate, and the name of this compound is magnesium nitrate.